A very good morning to my dear IT students. So, we were reading chapter number 8, and I hope you all are revising the things that I am teaching you every day and preparing notes of the same simultaneously. And today we'll be starting up with a new topic, that is binary search, that we have covered in previous chapter, also in chapter number 6. That is actually not in your syllabus now, but we have covered this topic there. Okay, so and this topic you might have covered in your class 11 also. So I'll be giving a overview again to you, and I hope you will be able to understand it. Okay, so we were doing the searching in last lecture, and in last lecture we have just learned what is the linear search. So linear search we have performed, but that linear search is not having advantages. Why? Because if the element you are trying to search is lying at the last, okay, so it is actually a wastage of your time. Okay, the element that you are trying to search is just at the very last of the array that you are searching. Okay, so it will totally waste your time. So if we want to reduce this time and we want to save our time, we can say, and number of comparison also, so we must go with binary search. So what is binary search? Actually, it is a searching technique in that reduces your comparisons by half in every step. Okay, so this is a very popular technique that searches the given item in minimum possible comparisons. Okay, how minimum possible comparisons? Because in one comparison you go nearly half of the previous segment. Okay, so the first condition to use this binary search, that there must be a sorted array. Okay, he is trying to tell you difference between the binary search and the linear search. So binary search can work only for the sorted arrays, while the linear search can work for both sorted and as well as unsorted arrays. So the first condition to implement this binary search is that your array should be sorted. Sorted means it should be arranged in your ascending order or in the descending order, depending upon your choice, but generally we take ascending order, but it is not compulsory to be taken every time in ascending order. We can take it the array in descending order as well. Okay, so what is the principle of searching in the binary search? See, this is the way to write an array. The lower bound and the upper bound you are defining. Okay, so beginning is the variable that is containing your lower bound of the array, means the starting point of the array, and last is containing the upper bound of the array. In last lecture we have discussed what are the lower bounds and upper bounds. If you have not gone through that video, please go through it. Okay, then while beginning is less than the last, means the initial array, means the first position of the array until we are not reaching to the last of the array. Okay, like we have 10 elements or 5 elements in an array and we want to perform search. Like this is my array, let me make it like array only. So first condition is that my array should be sorted. Okay, either it should be sorted in ascending order or it should be sorted in descending order. So this is my array which has been sorted in ascending order. Okay, so you can see it is in ascending order only. So what is the beginning index? That is 0. This is 1. Okay, this is index number 2. This is index number 3. This is 4 and this is 5. So in total I have 6 elements in this array and my upper bound is 5. Okay, and lower bound is 0. Okay, so beginning is with the 0th index and ending is with 5th index. I hope it is clear to you. So until the 0 is less than, means the beginning is less than equal to 5. So beginning is initially 0, so 0 is less than 5, the condition is true. So what it will be? Mid, and you will take out, how to take out the mid? Beginning plus last divided by 2, that is 0 plus 5. Okay, is 5 divided by 2, that is 2.5. So we will take 2. Okay, so when it will be 2.5, so we'll take 2. So means the beginning, mid is 3. Okay, and we want to insert like 2. Okay, the element we want to search is 2. So my item that I want to search is 2, and AR of mid, this is my array AR. Okay, and AR0 is 0, AR1 is 1, AR2 is 3, AR3 is 5, AR4 is 7, AR5 is 9. Okay, so my AR mid is this time, we have calculated the value of mid is 2. So AR2 is 3. Okay, so AR2 is 3 and mid is just that element that I want to search, that is item, and that is 2. Okay, I want to search 2, whether 2 is present inside this array. So you can see this 3 is equal to 2. No. If see, every time whatever element we are trying to search, if the search is successful, means we are able to find that element in the array, so that will be found at the mid only. Okay, so this time the search is not successful because we are trying to find 2 in this array and 2 is not present. So when we have tried it, AR mid is equals to item is 2 and AR2 is mid, so 3 is not equal to 2, will not these particular statements will not be executed. Okay, because the AR mid is not equal to item right now. So then we will go for this particular condition check. Now AR mid is 3 and 3 is less than 2. No, 3 is not less than 2. So this will not get executed. Okay, so we will come here, AR mid, that is 3 and 3 is greater than 2. Yes, so last will be mid by 2. Why 2? Because now we have seen where we need to search, because 2 is less than 3. Okay, so our element might be present in this side only. So before that, means further there is no use of searching it. Okay, if I want to search 2 is less than 3, so my element would be somewhere here only. It cannot be here because I know my array is sorted, so it cannot be found in this particular area. Okay, so I need to start searching from here and should go up to here only. Okay, so my end of the array will be, last will be mid minus 1. So what is my mid? Mid is AR2. Okay, minus 1 if we will do here. So we need to search, because 3 we have already compared with 2 na, here we have compared 3 with 2, so that is not matching. So it means my the item that I'm going to search could be somewhere here only. Okay, in these two elements only. So I need to start searching from AR0 and AR1 up to. So here in two elements only I'll be searching. Why so? Because last is mid minus 1, mid I have calculated 2. So mid minus 1 is 1. Okay, mid minus 1 is 1. So that means I need to search between AR0 to AR1. Fine, and that we can see AR0 is 0 and AR1 is 1. So I am not able to find. So I should keep on searching it till the beginning is less than not equal to last. Means जब तक कि आपका जो starting point है वो last के equal नहीं हो जाता. Here this time last is mid minus 1 and beginning is AR0. So ultimately, until my beginning is not equal to last, means it is not successful, we will print it that the search is unsuccessful, that we were not able to find the element inside array. Okay, so now this time try it that we want to search an element 7. Okay, we want to search an element 7, we want to search, and again what we will do, we will try finding mid minus 1. Okay, sorry, mid we will calculate. And how to calculate the mid? We know the formula here. Okay, so mid is this time we have to search 7. Okay, where is 7? At index number 4. Okay, so again implement this search. So your last beginning, your index is 0 and your upper bound is 5, lower bound is 0. So beginning is 0 plus mid, last is your 5. Again mid will be 2.5 divided by 2, that is 2 only. Okay, again the mid is 2. So now again you will be comparing that whether this 3 is equal to 7. No, this time also it is not there. So we will check for this particular condition. AR mid is less than item. So AR mid, what is it is? AR mid is 3. Okay, and item is 7. So 3 is less than 7. Yes, it is true. So this time we will start, means we know that we mid, after finding mid we will search, we will find that the item might be present in this side. So by using this binary search technique, you have come to know that my element is not present in this half, it will be present in this half only. So every time we are comparing, the size of the element, size of the array gets reduced by half only. Okay, so we are not supposed to use this part now. So we'll be starting up with this. So this time my beginning will be mid plus 1. Mid was 2 and 2 plus 1 is 3. So I need to start my search from 3 and I have to go up to end. Last was, you can see last is upper bound. Okay, so when we were searching this, so beginning was remaining the same, but last I have changed. But this time what will happen, the beginning will be changed, last will remain the same. Okay, so this is true. The beginning is mid plus 1, that is mid is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So I'll be starting searching from 3 to 5. Okay, so I'll keep on searching. So what will happen next time? See, this is my loop na, that is saying until beginning is less than equal to last. So I have to repeat these steps. Okay, these 3 steps have to be repeated. So now I'll be starting again. Beginning is less than last. Beginning is this time 3 and last is 5. So condition is true. I'll go inside again. I'll calculate the mid. Okay, let us see it again. This time what happens? Okay, so beginning is this time, let me erase it also, otherwise it will create confusion for you. So beginning is this time 3. Okay, and last is 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8, divided by 2 it comes out to be 4. Okay, so at 4 it is 7. Okay, so at A of mid this time is 4. Okay, from these 3 mid is A of 4 only. Okay, and we have found the element A of mid is 4, that is 7. A of mid is 7. A of mid is 4. Okay, mid is 4. A of 4 is AR4 is 7 and item is also 7. So we have found that element on the mid position only. See, if that element is present, then it is for sure that it will come on A of mid sometimes. Okay, so this time we have found it and then we will print the search is successful. This time we have found the element. I hope it is clear to you. You can read the other part also. When the element, means the array is in descending order, the condition will go reverse, like we will this time the array will be like this: 9 7 5 3 1 0. Okay, the array will be like this only, and then we have to decide whether we have to search in this direction or in this direction. Okay, just little bit change in it. This statements will change, rest everything will remain the same. And this is the program, you can read. We have discussed this program in chapter 6 as well. Now we'll be studying insertion in a linear list. So what is a linear list? We have discussed this thing already. So like this is the list and we want to insert a element into it. Okay, and if the array is sorted, okay, see, there can be cases that if the array is unordered, means it is not sorted, then what you will do, you will insert the given element at the end of the array. There is no problem. If the array is not sorted, then there is no matter like where to insert that element. We can insert that element at the end. But what if the array is sorted? Then we need to firstly check where that particular element should lie. Okay, so if I want to insert 35, so I must check where it should lie, then I must create the space where it should be inserted, and finally we should move these elements down and put that required element at the desired place. So it will take 3 steps. Okay, firstly you will search, then you will create space, and then you will insert. Okay, so for that the algorithm is like this. If you want to search the element inside and then insert, so initially CTRL is a variable that is initializing it with L, because initially we'll be starting up with the lower bound only. Lower bound here in this case you can see is 0, and the last position is, okay, it is 9. Okay, so actually 8, that is 50. So what we need to, if we are inserting, then we need to create space at the last, then we can shift it downwards. Okay, so for that we need to check whether there is space or not for insertion. Okay, so array, if it is already full, then you cannot insert a new element, and if you will try to insert a new element, if there is no space in the array, then it will give you overflow. Okay, there is no space, still you are trying to insert some element, then it is overflow. So firstly we must check it that if the size of the array is fixed, then we cannot insert if there is no space left. Okay, if space is there, then we should shift the elements down so that a space should be created, and then finally we'll be inserting that element. Fine. So this is the condition. We are starting with the lower bound of the array, and we are checking if the last of the array is, means that is upper, it has reached the upper bound, then u means upper bound, then we will print that overflow, there is no further space, then we can't insert any element into it. So that then let us better to print exit from the program. Okay, then if that particular element that you are trying to insert is less than the element which is at the first position, like if I am trying to insert 9, so where it could be inserted at the very first position. So we are comparing this element with the item. This is my item that I want to insert. Okay, if I want to insert, where this could be inserted at the 0th position, and rest all the elements will be moved down, so that space should be created, then only it will be inserted. Okay, so many steps are included. Firstly we need to check whether it is a condition of overflow. If it is not, then we need to compare the element so that we may know the right position of the element, then we should create the space, and then we must insert it. So what if the element, if it is smaller than the first element? Okay, so it should be inserted at the position 1 only. So this is the case he is discussing now. If ARCTR means it is 10, like it is CTR initially is the lower bound, that is 0. Okay, AR of 0 is 10 only, you can see here in this case AR 0 is 10. If it is greater than the item that you are going to insert, means 10 is greater than the item is 9, so where it is to be inserted? Here only, at the position, first position only. Okay, so what you will write, that position will be first only. If in that case, means AR is 10 and item is 9, so where the element has to be inserted? Position 1. Okay, else if it is not to be inserted at the position 1, then where could be inserted? So for that we need to compare it. Okay, if on the first position it is not to be inserted, then where it could be inserted? So for that we'll go with else. While CTRL, until we reach the upper bound, we need to perform this 3, 5 and 6 steps. Okay, so what we are doing here, like we have elements like 36 is there and 38 is there, and now we want to insert 37 in between. Okay, like an array is there, something is here also, and after that we have few elements. I'm just taking these two elements where in between I need to insert this element. Okay, so what I am doing, see, I was here. Okay, ACTR, let us say, is 36. Okay, 36 is less than the item is 37. Fine, and item 37 is less than equal to ACTRL plus 1. CTRL means this is the position right now I am here, and what could be the next? See, this so I am trying to insert, but what is the element after this is 38 inside the array. Okay, so it is 38. So that means I have found the right position. Okay, if this is the condition, then I'll note down the position, and position will be like CTRL, like it was here, it was at the first position and this is at the second position. So now this is the this second will be the position of 37 and this will be the position of 38 if it could be. Okay, so that time I'll be noting down the position where it has to be inserted. If this goes true, means I have found the correct place where this item can be inserted. Okay, then CTRL plus 1 we will do to note down the position where it has to be inserted. Like in this case, you are comparing 35 with it. Is it less than 35? 12 is, see, if we want to insert 35, this is not the right place to insert 35. Okay, because we can see 35 is greater than this, but it is not less than 23, so it can't be inserted here. So here if you will come, it is greater than, means 31 is less than 35, but 39 is greater than 35. So right place is here, that where we should insert the element. So we should vacate out the position number 5 in that case. So we were on 4 and where 35 should come on 5th. So where 39 will go on the 6th position, right? You can see it here, so that a space should be created in between. So this is what we are trying to do here. After finding the correct position, we will note down the position plus 1. Okay, so after that we will come out. Otherwise what we will do, we'll check for next, like we were checking here. Here it should be inserted. No, for CTRL plus we will do. We were on CTRL 1. Now if this is not the right place, then we will go to CTRL 2, then go to CTRL 3, and so on. We will keep on moving until we find the right place. So this was the CTRL plus 1 that we were doing every time to find the exact location. Okay, if we have reached the upper bound, so that means the element we are trying to insert is not less than less than these. Like I want to insert 52. Okay, so I'll keep on comparing and finally at the last I will find the space where I should insert it. After 50 only it should be inserted. So I have reached, after complete searching, the upper bound, and there I'll note down the position plus 1. So in either case, either we will find the right position here in between, or we will find the right position here. So whatever position we have got, either this case or this case, the position will be obtained. After that you know where to insert. Now to insert it. Okay, now you will start this condition while loop. Actually CTRL wherever you have find that. Okay, so you will compare that with position. Okay, so now if what to do, actually what we are trying to do, we are trying to insert now. Okay, so this is, see, 39 was at 5th place, now 39 will be at 6th place. So what we need to do, AR5. okay, what we are trying to do will be stored at AR6. Okay, wait, I'll show you here. 8 CT, here I should write actually AR6, where it will be stored. What now AR6 will be having AR5. I hope it is clear. See, AR5 was 39. In order to create space, 39 has to be moved on the next position. Okay, so what we are trying to do, see, what we are trying in this case, what we are trying to do, we are creating space and we are moving all the elements till we reach the upper bound. Okay, so until, see, when it will go here, so the definitely 43 will also go there, then 45 will also go here, and 50 will also go here. So till we reach the upper bound. Okay, we have to keep on shifting. Means what we have to do, AR of 6 will, AR of 5 will go on AR of 6, AR6 will go on 7, 7 will go on 8, 8 will go on 9. Okay, so this way it has to move, and up to when we have to keep on moving, until we are at the upper bound. Okay, So till that we will keep on shifting these elements, and finally at that particular position where it should be inserted, we will insert that element. Okay beta, thank you so much.